Good morning, friends. Good morning. I am Prasanna. I am studying NST National Skill Training Institute, Gindi, in the course 8 years Craftsman Instructor Training Scheme in electrician course. Today we are studying about earth resistance measurement. Earth resistance measurements means the resistance of sand. The total resistance of the sand we have to measure here. So there are two types of meters we have to measure here. One is analog type meter, another one is digital type meter. Analog type meter has hand driven generator, DC generator, and the digital meter has a battery supply. Okay, now, so before we have to measure the earth resistance, we have to measure the resistance of the electrodes. If we measure the resistance of the electrodes, the total resistance we have to subtract from the total resistance of main earth electrode. Okay, now, these are the three electrodes. One is main earth electrode and another two are auxiliary electrodes. So first of all, we have to measure the resistance of these three. After that, we have to subtract from the total resistance. So
see, there are four terminals. Okay, now one, this set electrode 1 and potential 1. This is the main earth, and electrode 2 and potential 2 must be the two auxiliary electrodes. So we are measuring these three resistance. So connect the electrode 1 and electrode 1 and potential electrode 1 in a short manner, then connected to these electrodes. Then after electrode 2 and potential 2 will be separately connected to the electrodes. So if we want to measure the resistance of these electrodes, you have to short these three. So after the we short circuit these three electrodes, we have to measure the reading. See, in this type of meter, digital type of meter, we are having ohms value and voltage value. So we have to measure the resistance. So we have to put in 20 ohms. So like without hand driven generator, there is a button, test button. So if we press this button, the resistance of these three conductors will be shown in the display. That is 1.80 ohms. If you want to check many more times using this, you have to press the continuous button. So it will check continuously. If you get an accurate value, these values are inaccurate. If you get accurate value, you have to press the hold button. If you press this hold button, 1.78 ohms is the proper resistance of these electrodes. Okay. We are calculated the resistance of the conductor. Then we have to measure the earth resistance. After measuring the earth resistance, we have to subtract it. So here only we have to see this. Okay guys, we are measuring the resistance value of the conductors. After that, we have to measure the earth resistance value. So we are connecting that one as a main earth electrode, and another two are auxiliary electrodes. So another two are auxiliary electrodes. Okay, potential electrode and the current electrode. So now we are measuring the resistance value of the earth pin. So keep this is off position. We have to measure the resistance value. Keep the rotating switch in 20 ohms and push the test button. The value must be changing. So 8.43 ohms. The conductor is totally upper side. So we have to insert much more. If the depth is very high, the resistance is very low. If the depth is low, the resistance will be very high. So putting the rod into few meters depth. Ali.
Okay, sir, okay.
So now we are extending the depth of the electrodes. After depth was extended, we are measuring one more time the resistance value. See, the resistance values are reduced. First of all, the resistance value is 8.43. Now the depth is increased, the resistance value also decreased, 5.93. 5.93 is the total resistance of the earth pit. See, we are ordering the resistance value of the electrodes. Now we have to subtract the value from the total resistance value. Subtract 5.93 minus 1.78. See, first of all, we are measuring the resistance value of an electrode. That value must be 1.78. Now we are measuring the resistance of an earth pit. That value will be 5.93. So we have to subtract this value from the total resistance value. Now the value will be 4.15. The total resistance of the earth pit will be 4.15 ohms. Okay.